million. But
okay, hold on. Before that happens, pause.
You got some super hearing or something.
I don't. I just hear the little. To Wack and Trash Recap, the movie recap podcast. I'm your host, Zech Olson.
And I'm your other host, Stephen Mitchell.
And we are here to recap movies for you.
Yeah.
Now, if our set looks a little bit different today...
It looks different every week.
That's not true. For the first 22 episodes, it was basically all the same. Except for all the...
They just didn't know that we were moving because we didn't have the video for the first, 12.
That's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Well, anyway, we are yet at another location, so hopefully this works out for this episode at least. But thank you guys for joining us today. Stephen, what are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking about...
And not your bad back.
What? We're talking about glamour. We're talking about poise. We're talking about Prada.
Oh, some might say a little pizzazz.
A little pizzazz that the devil wears.
Oh. The devil down in Georgia.
It's the devil wears Prada.
Yes.
One.
Yes.
The first one.
Because
we're hopping in on the trends just way later.
we're kind of late. Well, here's the thing. Devil Wears Prada 2 is out now at the time that we're recording this. And
yeah,
so
it's been out for 3 weeks, but yes.
Okay.
And then when we drop this, it will definitely not be in theaters anymore.
Yeah. We still got to drop 3 more before this, I think it is.
One.
Let's dive into this world of fashion and fame and
yes,
glamour
one
and
that
glitz.
we are clearly very in. So it starts with Anne Hathaway, and her name is Andy, and she wants to be a journalist. She wants to write things of importance.
Wants to make an impact.
Yeah,
Yes.
But actually, it opened on just people walking, and you see a lot of heels, and you're like, ooh, fancy, pretty people, and they're like, yes, and then there's Anne Hathaway, and everybody looks at her like she's ugly. Boo.
Which Anne Hathaway? Come on.
That's what every 2000 movies want you to believe.
Yeah.
That she's ugly. She's not, but they tell you, they gaslight you into thinking she's ugly.
Yes.
And they're like, oh, hideous. And so she interviewed for this position at this big fashion magazine, the name of which is escaping me.
Devil Please.
No.
It's something
Surely
like that.
I wrote it down somewhere.
She does this interview, and she gets the position, actually. And so she shows up for her first day of work, and what? It's starting to fall again. Okay, well, that's definitely going to fall down at some point, so I'm just going to skip ahead and take that off. You guys are seeing the effects of a mobile studio today in some parts. So, yeah, she walks into the thing, and everybody's running all over the place, and she's like, where do I go? And then she finds this assistant.
Emily.
Emily, and she was like, Emily Blunt.
It is Emily Blunt. That's not. Surely that's not her character's name, is it?
It could be. It might be.
It could be.
I feel like with all the missed character names that we have on the show, that it is not that huge. So we'll just call her Emily from here on out.
Yep.
So she runs into Emily, and Emily's like, "Who are you? What are you wearing? What is this?" And she's like,
I'm the new assistant.
and she's like, "No, you're not."
I can't believe that. But there's a few rules. First of all, don't bother her, and also remember,
I'm the first assistant.
I'm the first assistant,
You're the second.
and I'm going to Paris, and that's the most important thing. And they're like, okay, lady, get it. And then there's Nigel, played by Stanley Tucci, whose name I do remember. And Nigel is like, hundreds of girls would kill for this job, darling. And Andy does not care.
And
She's
he
like,
says this
whatever.
quite frequently.
Everyone's just a prima donna,
Yeah,
bro.
And then the owner of this magazine,
Yep.
she walks in, and everybody's like, "Oh, the devil is here." Devil in Prada. Emily follows her in, I believe. You want a second feature?
Sure, what's up?
No.
What movie are you all
We're doing Devil Wears Prada.
Yes.
Anne Hathaway fat one more time, bro.
But Meryl Streep comes in. Her name is Miranda Priestley.
Yes.
Yep.
And she is, the goddess of her own world. She's that kind of a person. So
Yep.
she walks in, she throws her bag and her coat onto Andy's desk, and she's like, what am I supposed to do? She's like, hang them up now. And so she just kind of gets thrown in. The gist of this is Andy is like thrown into this whole world of fashion and glitz and glamour and, highfalutin tootin'. And this is definitely not her space, right? So she's very uncomfortable. She's like, I don't really know what's happening here. I don't really belong here.
And she's just like, I need to go down to Louis, and you need to get the document and then do this. And it's like not helpful description. And she's just running around New York City like a classic New York girl, being like, I'm walking here and I'm trying to get to my job.
Which
and
props to her for actually getting all this stuff done.
I don't know how she does it.
I don't know.
I would have cried so many times.
Yeah, and I would just walked out.
Yeah. And so she gets all these ridiculous demands, and she thinks it's just the whole thing is very silly. There's a fashion shoot happening with some designer, and Miranda is there, and Nigel is there, and Andy's there taking notes about stuff, and they're like, I think this yellow is not very good, but this one that's a slightly off shade of yellow, yes, let's go with that.
And then they bring out two belts, and it's like the exact same type of belt, except for like the buckle is like circular on one end and then like square on the other.
Taking it very seriously, and Andy just laughs.
She's just,
it's something funny, darling.
I mean, yeah, there's not really any difference between those two belts, so why does it matter?
Why does it matter? I'll tell you why it matters. In 2001, there was a Oscar Blevely made a blue outfit that was the legendary, and everybody wanted to re-emulate it. And it was fantastic. And then nobody, of course, wore it because it was for the richer class. But then everybody tried to emulate it, and they tried to make this other blue thing a blue thing. And then that's how we got your ugly blue sweater that you're wearing now. So don't tell me fashion doesn't matter.
Or affects you in any way.
Mm-hmm. And so Miranda gets
Andy gets schooled.
Real fast.
Which honestly, like, I was kind of impressed with that because I didn't know all that, and clearly I'm not a fashion expert. Although this Wack and Trash hoodie, which you can get on our Wack and Trash store, is very fashionable. Not that was a cheap plug, but anyway.
Bad plug.
Okay, well, fashion.
Couldn't be me. Anyway, let me take my drink from this great mug.
She gets schooled, and she goes down to Nigel, and she's like, Nigel. Okay, Nigel is some designer. He's like,
no, he's not a designer, but he's one of the heads of the magazine.
Yeah, he's like some head role.
Yeah, he's high up there, and he's an icon.
He is. He's a legend.
As always.
So she goes to Nigel, and she's like, Nigel, I need to be in this world of fashion. I need to fit in, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. He's like, I thought this would never happen. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, we're going to grab these. We're going to grab this. And the only one that I can remember is Jimmy Choo's, because they're shoes.
Yeah,
and it just works.
You grab shoes, and something of like, what are you, a size 4 or 6 or something? I forget what it says. I think it says 6, and she was like, yeah, 6. And he's like, 6 is the new 14. And you're like, dang, bro. Wild.
You got fat feet, apparently.
Yeah, they give her a makeover, and now she looks exactly the same, but she has bangs, and everybody is like, oh my gosh.
Well,
this is a goddess.
She is wearing like a suit-ish thing,
But, I mean, yeah, the clothes are nicer too, but like they're acting like some crazy thing has happened. It's the same person. And then she
called fashion.
She visits all of her friends, and they're all like a bunch of broke people trying to make their way in the big city, the Big Apple. And now she's making money.
And her boyfriend is one of them.
Yeah, Nate.
Good name. Solid name. If your name's Nate.
Strong name.
Good on you.
Nate. Yeah. So then
Enough about
she's
Nate.
all like, they were getting rid of these purses, and it's like, Gucci or Louis Vuitton or whatever, and everybody's like, ooh, yay.
Oh, my
but then she's got to she gets her car, it's like, I got to go. And everybody's like, you've changed, bro. You value your job too much. Be broke like the rest of us. Like, why don't you guys get money? Also, she just gave you a bunch of free stuff.
Yeah, that's what I was going with.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nate's a little
Scroungers
and his frustration.
Yeah, well, I mean,
we'll get to later.
Yes. So she goes back, and Emily is like, okay, I need to go do this thing. You need to drop off the book is what I think they call it.
Yeah.
So she's like, here's the book, and the book is like the magazine that they're going to publish for that whole entire next year or something like that. So it's just like a catalog that they keep revising, keep revamping or something
like that.
Something like that. It's a MacGuffin. So she takes it, very specific instructions. She's supposed to go in, not to talk to anybody, be quiet, and leave it on like some desk or
It's like, yeah, a table she need to hang a coat in a closet.
Yeah.
And she need to put the book down on a specific desk. And then
there's like 2 doors that are identical, and she's like,
which
don't
one do
know
I put
which
the
one.
closet in? And these 2 little girls pop up, and they're like, the one on the right. And she's like, thanks. And then they go to like, can you show us the book? And Andy's like, I don't think I should. And you go, oh, Emily does it all the time. She's like, okay.
And as she's walking up the stairs, the girls are like,
Uh-huh.
they're playing a prank on her. And so she walks up the stairs. She gets to the top level, and Miranda and her husband come around the corner, and they're fighting. Not good.
Nope.
They're fighting about Miranda working too much, and I think she stood him up on a date or something like that,
Yeah.
a dinner date. And in the midst of it, she's like trying to back down the stairs, but then they both turn and look and see her. And there is murder in that woman's eyes. I would be frightened to be Andy.
Yeah, terrified. Now, we forgot to mention, we skipped ahead a little bit.
Okay.
There's a point where Andy goes to this big party, and she's with all these fancy fashion designers, and she does the thing. And then she meets a sexy journalist guy whose name escapes me, like all names.
I'm going to go with
He
Vaughn.
looks like a Vaughn.
Yeah.
And so Vaughn is there, and is like, what's up, girl? I'm a real journalist. You're pretty.
And she's like, I can't. I have a boyfriend.
And he goes, okay, well, if you ever want to be a real journalist, here's my number.
She's like, I'll take it.
Yep. So then, the next day, after the whole book thing happens, she goes into Miranda's office, like, totally ready to be fired.
And she is livid.
I need you to get me the steakhouse meal. And it's like 9 a.m. None of the steakhouses are open.
She needs it by 11 a.m.
Yep. And she said, my daughters like Harry Potter, so I need the latest book for them. And Andy is like, cool, done. She's like, no. It's like the unreleased manuscript of the one she's working on right now. And then she's like, what? So she's working. She somehow get the 11 a.m. steak. So shout
Which
out
we don't
to her.
see that, but impressive.
Yeah, very impressive. And then she's calling everybody like, I need this manuscript. Ain't nobody giving it to her.
Well, because who has that kind of connection? Vaughn does, which is a good thing you brought him up. So she's like, oh, hey, Vaughn, I know we met at the party last night. I need you to do a favor for me. And he's like, okay, what do you need? And so he does it.
Yep.
He goes and gets it, which we don't really know how, but he gets it to her. And he's like, you got to meet me at this place at this time to grab it before you have to get back to give it to Miranda.
Yeah, she was fully, like, she was, like, quitting. And then she got the book. And she was like, yes. So she goes and gives it to Miranda. Miranda just blown away.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
She
Emily.
she throws away the steak, by the way. Miranda, she comes in at 11 a.m. And she's like, I don't want that.
The rage I would feel.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Why didn't she eat it? That's my
It was a power
question.
move. She was trying to show Andy.
No. I'm saying Andy. If I was Andy, I'd have eaten that steak. That's a good steak right there. I know there's other things on the line,
You
but
can't.
that's
Do you
a
know
good
how quickly
steak,
she would have
man.
been fired if she dug through the trash like a raccoon?
Well,
Like
you
a
just
raccoon.
don't let anybody
Dutch.
see you.
A raccoon.
They're cute. Little bandits. Is this now when they have the conversation about
Isn't-
Emily?
Well, so Emily gets sick. She's still trying to make it. And this is when Miranda tells Andy, she says, if Andy drops off the book a second time.
Yeah.
And then Miranda's like, hey, I want you to come with me to Paris because I need my top team and Emily is no longer it. And then Andy's like, I can't do that. Like, Emily, it's like her whole life.
She's like, do you want to get ahead in life? Do you want to stay at this company?
If you don't do this, I will call every publisher and make sure you don't get a job.
Blackmail. Come on. What is this?
That's fashion, baby. That's the biz.
Hate corporations like this. That's why Wack and Trash will always stay low budget.
Yes.
So we
That's
don't
why.
do that.
This is out of principle.
That's right. We're in our kitchen because we want to. She has a big decision, and so she's like, I guess I'll go.
Yeah,
Because I
she's
don't
gonna
want,
go.
because, her dreams is to still go off and do publishing and all that
She wants
stuff.
to be a
And,
journalist,
yeah, and so it's like, yeah, I don't want that kind of blackmail. So she decides to take it. And then how does Emily get injured?
What happened is Miranda makes Andy call Emily to say, "You're not going to Paris. It's now going to be me."
That's it.
And Emily's running around busy. She's late because she's sick and all of that. And then because she's answering the phone, she gets hit by like a car or a taxi or something.
That's right, yeah.
So then Andy visits her in a hospital, and she's like, "I could still go to the Paris." And Andy's like, "No, I'm going." And then she's like, "Oh."
She gives up. She starts eating pudding inside the hospital.
Yeah.
Big no-no in the fashion world.
Big no-no is the hospital pudding.
Well, I mean, that's a bad day right there. You kind of lose your status inside the company.
Mm-hmm.
You're sick. You got hit by a car. That's a bad day.
You've earned pudding at that point.
Yeah, I would say so.
Andy and her boyfriend have a big fight because she missed his birthday because she's working.
which-
And Nate's like, "Bro,
red flag.
you're just the worst." And then she's like,
I'm sorry, I'm trying to get ahead in life, Nate.
and he was like, "You didn't be like that, bro."
Okay, you're making him sound like way more of a douchebag than he actually is.
Yeah, I know. He's super nice about
Yeah,
it.
he's not whatever is happening right now. He's very much has been wronged, and so he's taking out his frustrations, and he's being good about communicating this.
Yeah,
And
he's actually very based and justified
Yes.
in his opinion.
Yes.
But they break up.
they do.
They break up.
He ends it actually,
And
which
then-
she wasn't expecting that, right? Because she's doing well. She's like, well, I'm all that and this,
Yep.
and he's like, we're done.
So then,
Oh,
we're in Paris.
oh,
That was a
okay.
plane. That was a plane.
I thought we were going like down a vortex hole or something. I was
No,
like,
no,
I don't
no,
know
it's a
what's
plane.
happening.
Ready? I'll try again. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your pilot speaking. If you look over to your left, you can see that's the Eiffel Tower. We're landing in Paris, ladies and gentlemen, the city of love. And if you look to your right, you'll see Anne Hathaway, and she is looking a little fat. Thank you very much.
She wears a size 14 shoe.
Those are some big feet.
Those
Jeez.
are big.
14
he
shoe?
said 6. 6 is the new 14.
No, but they were talking about like pants and dresses.
Oh.
Size 14 shoe is, I mean that's
My
freak.
brother wears a size 13.
Right, now imagine a woman with a size 14.
I really don't know the difference between women's and men's sizes.
If you wear a size 14, I'm sorry. If that's the case, then you're probably related to Sasquatch at that point. I mean, I love Sasquatch.
By the way, yeah.
Big Bigfoot fan over here.
Dr. Squatch, the deodorant and the shampoo. I use that.
Is it the ads? Did it get you?
No. Well, I mean, in part because it's all organic, but you gotta buy the clear stuff, whereas the white stuff leaves pit stains.
Pete stuff.
So they land in Paris. It's Fashion Week. They're running out on the show and all that stuff. Things are going great.
And then she goes to Miranda and finds out that Miranda's
Yes.
husband filed for divorce.
And she's like, another one. And I'm like, maybe it's you, lady.
You serious?
you said another one, and then you said what?
I said, maybe it's you, lady.
Oh,
Maybe you're the problem.
I see.
And, well, okay, so here's how you know that she is the problem. Is because she's like, he's divorcing me. This is going to look so bad in the publicity. And you're like, really? That's your first reaction? Not like, oh, how's this going to affect my girls? I really love him or anything like that. It's like, okay. So you were not in this for the right reasons.
Yeah. Andy sees like some humanity, kind of.
What's left?
All right. Andy leaves, and that's when sexy journalist Mr. Vaughn is like, "It's me, the journalist." And then she's like, "I can't." And then he's like, "But you can." And she
she's
goes,
like,
"I can't, but you can." Okay, I
Okay,
can.
you got
And
me.
so then they have, a city of love kind of night.
Yes.
In the city of love.
Yes.
And then she finds out Nigel
Yes.
is supposed to
He's super
get
excited.
he's getting, there's another rival company that he's basically going to go work for and be like a head, like have Miranda's job for it. And he's excited, and he's like, Miranda's in full support of this, and it's going to be great, and blah, blah, blah. but Andy finds it somewhere where it's like, ooh, what's gonna happen is they're gonna do something to Amanda and make her lose her. They're gonna like social network her kind of out of her job.
Yeah. Because they're
She's
like,
gonna-
she's a dinosaur.
Yeah, she's gonna get
Hustled.
yeah.
She's going to get, yeah. This.
The old. So then, Andy is like, "You suck," and start trying to find Amanda and track her down to basically warn her and let her know all of this stuff is gonna happen. And she eventually is able to get her, and Miranda just kind of like, yeah. And then they're like, "Oh, okay."
Being that high end position, she already knew that this was all going to happen. And so she goes up on stage for like this big awards ceremony at the end of the fashion week, I think it is.
Yep.
She's like, "Hey, actually, this person's getting promoted to this other company's head," and which means that Nigel doesn't get his promotion and he stays exactly where he is.
Yep. And Miranda keeps her job, and so basically she just played everybody like a bunch of pawns.
Yep.
And Nigel is like trying not to cry, and
Poor
you feel
guy.
so bad for him because he's the only nice person in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Other than Nate's pretty nice, and Andy's fine, I guess.
Well, yeah, for most of it. So Andy's upset, and she goes and talks to Miranda, and she's like, "Yo, what the heck? I would never do this." And she's like, "Oh, really? Didn't you already do something like this to Emily?" And she's like, "Oh, snap. I've become the devil."
Yep.
And so she's like, "Screw fashion. I'm leaving. Peace
And
out."
she just walks away, and Miranda's like, "Andy," and she looks back to Andy walking away, and she's just like, "How dare she?" So then she makes it back home to New York. She meets back up with Nate, and
They
it's
get
like,
back
"I'm so
together.
sorry, I messed up," and Nate's like, "That's okay. We all do sometimes. We're only human." And then Only Human starts playing. That doesn't.
I was
wish
going
it
to say,
did.
I don't remember that part.
And then Andy's interviewing for some job at some journalist, like an actual thing she wants to do.
Yeah.
And he's like, "What happened at your last this fashion magazine?" Kind of a weird.
It's like,
thing.
that's kind of highfalutin. Why would you leave that? I don't remember her response, but it's super deep and philosophical.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, good thing, because we want you here."
Yeah. Well, Miranda gave a really good letter of recommendation that basically said you would be an idiot to not hire her.
Yeah.
So then she gets hired.
Yep. And we end the movie off. Andy's standing on one side of the street, and then on the other side of the street, Miranda's doing like some flash publicity thing. And she looks across. They make eye contact, and she actually smiles. The first time that we see Miranda smile the entire movie. And you see a little bit of hope into what could still be there, for redemption. But then it goes right back to it. She's like, "Why are we still here? Drive on."
And
that's-
Andy's like, "Ha."
It's
Classic.
I'm sorry, what? Just, ha.
Classic.
Did we
You
end
know?
a Disney movie? Is that what this is?
Yeah, basically. It's on Disney Plus.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Not sponsored.
good for you, Disney. Well, hey, someday. A man can dream, can't he?
Oh, what are your takeaways, that?
If you're gonna name a movie something, you should probably include whatever the title of that movie is at some point into the thing that you talk about, because I think maybe they mentioned Prada once as a brand. Maybe once.
You're definitely wearing Prada when she entered the first time.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
Okay, let's give me some other examples here. Like, don't get me wrong, I love it when they say the name of the movie too. But like,
Mary Poppins Returns.
really? They said in the movie they went, "Mary Poppins return."
No, they didn't.
No, I'm saying give me
Give you
examples where it
example.
does happen.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
They
I
did
have
they?
no idea. I assume so.
It looks like Winnie the
Winnie the
Pooh
Pooh
was
is Blood
after
and Honey.
Blood and Honey.
I'm just saying. I understand the idea of the title. I just was expecting more Prada to be involved.
Yeah, my favorite part of episode 5 is when they go, "Oh wow, this is a real Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back."
So not all of our takeaways we agree on, apparently. Whatever. What is your takeaway that I can pick on, Stephen?
My takeaway you can't pick on because it's just gonna be true, which is have a healthy work-life balance. Boom.
That is
Checkmate.
untrue. You should be working all the time.
I don't know about that.
Our producer's smiling.
I don't like that.
Is that what I am now?
If you want to be, that spot is open.
What is happening over here?
I
So I thought the front door was really loud, so I was gonna go through this door because it was quiet. And then I got enamored by you guys. I wanted to watch.
Oh, thanks. Hey,
Thanks.
our first live audience.
Good Star Wars show.
Thanks.
Yeah. don't take this side. It is very true. Have a good, healthy balance in life. You know, I will say, know your priorities and know the things that you want, and also know the season of life that you're in. Because sometimes, like, I don't know, if you don't have a family that you have to sacrifice time for, it's like, you know, maybe you can work a little extra here and there. Maybe sometimes some of the things that you're working for require a little more extra time put into them. So it's like, you know the thing. But at the same time, have a healthy balance.
Dress well.
Yeah, dude.
Because everybody will look at you completely different, apparently.
Apparently
If
you're
you
going to lose
dress
40
trash,
pounds.
Nobody's going to like you if you dress supremely.
And you know how you can dress supremely, Steve.
If this is another plug. No, you know what? Tell me that. How can one dress supremely?
Socks and slides. Thank you for joining us on Wack
Thank
and
you for
Trash.
joining us. If you were thinking, wow, I really wish I could give these guys feedback,
You can.
You can leave a comment. You can also email us. And you can also email us movie suggestions at wackandtrash@gmail.com.
And as we say, we cannot promise that we will respond, but we can promise that we will see it. And what is that email, Stephen?
wackandtrash@gmail.com. Now, to
Perfect.
close us off,
Yes.
can you give us your best photographer that is doing a photo shoot for some models?
Oh,
You know?
okay, yes. Oh, I have a scarf on,
Yes.
and then also a beret.
Yes.
Just
Also,
so
those
the-
really round glasses.
Oh, yes. Yes, okay, yes, you over there, yes, get together, closer, like we like each other, thank you very much. No, I don't want you in this shoot, you're way too fat. All right, very good. Smile, ladies and gentlemen, because we are all inclusive here.
You know, I think I heard a photographer say that one. Yeah, that was great.
We have fun on this show.